What a beautiful and lovely day for Monkey Message Monday. The children are out of school today, and so you might hear them scream spontaneously throughout this video. They're all fine. They're all okay. I promise you. Now, if it's suddenly completely silent and I hear no children and it's the middle of the afternoon during a school day off, then we got problems. Anyway, and that's why I'm in the tent for this Monkey Message Monday. Because while outside is very lovely and very beautiful, the children are rambunctious and full of life and are very expressive and vocal of this. And for that reason, we're just gonna stay inside. We're inside my tent today. It's so risky every time I do it. Ow. Okay. Maybe someone just twinged their left knee or your knee in general. Maybe you just banged it. Maybe you just hurt it. Maybe someone plays, hope that didn't catch. Maybe someone plays soccer. Ugh, that was a lot. Anyway. Anyway, I'm chillin', you're chillin', you're chillin', I'm chillin'. You want a reading? Yeah, I thought you would. Yeah, I thought you would. Let me go ahead and sweep out all these old stale energies that aren't good and aren't necessarily bad, just in the way, while I welcome you to the tent. A place for people who enjoy hanging out in the betwixt and the between, and enjoy peeking beyond the veil and asking questions and getting answers. For funsies, of course. We are not very serious here. You know, we don't shy away from serious topics when they do come to us. However, life is serious enough, so why not be silly where we can? So I've gone ahead and I've cleared our space. Let me set my broom to the side. Ooh. Such a crystal act, I swear. Okay. We'll do something different. Okay. Perfect. So I've gone ahead and I've swept everything away, and now I'm going to go ahead and open the space up for channels. First, I'm going to connect me to this space. I'm going to connect the mirror that I'm scrying. I'm going to connect the flame. I'm going to connect to a deity. Okay. Sweet. So I'm connecting me to this space. I'm connecting myself to Sun Wukong, the intermediary coming in to this space. And then I'm connecting you to this space. Now, don't worry about us staying connected and stuff like that. I make sure to disconnect us at the end of all of these. Whether you see me do it or not, I promise a disconnection happens because I'm not down for all these tethers. Whew. So maybe someone does pendulum work. Maybe someone likes pendulums. I don't really use pendulums. I'm actually just getting in with them. Maybe if you do this type of thing, you're not usually a pendulum person. Maybe pendulums don't really work for you, they often don't work with me. In fact, pendulums for me, if they are made of like a stone or a crystal, they will not work for me at all. I have to use metals. And in this case, this isn't even like, this is just a nicely cut piece of plastic. Maybe you're getting into divination, 1, 2, 3 on my time. So maybe you're getting into something, maybe you're starting up some things. Very fascinating, very cool. Right place, right space, if this is true. Maybe you've recently done hypnosis of some sort. Here you go, grateful monkey. You go ahead and hold that for me. Let me go ahead and get my monkey friend in my lamp. Because guys, it's Monkey Message Monday. And the great sage Sun Wukong, equal only to heaven, has a message for you. Hello, hello, hello. That was silly. I may or may not keep that. But maybe someone, you have a hat. Maybe you just were in a situation where you forgot to bring your hat, or you wish that you'd had a hat. Here, for some people, you brought the wrong hat. Oh, well, I know what color the sigil's going to be. Oh, we're hopping into it. So if you've clicked on this video, it's because you have been called here. The great sage, equal only to heaven, Sun Wukong, Son Goku of Mythos, has a message that he wants to give to you, and he's called you here to receive that message. Usually I'd go ahead and give you the piece of the message, but he wants me to go ahead and jump into giving you guys your sigil. So, okay. So I'm going to go into your message, but I'm going to, in the future, draw out your sigil and put it here. We're not going to flip this over like a goob. And we're going to go ahead, pray that this doesn't bleed through the card. And if it does, that is what it do. Let's do your sigil. You have to give me a second, Shadow. I hear you. I'm coming. I gotta finish this, baby. I know, I'm so trash. Some of you like click marker pens. She's back. Someone needs to take their contacts out. Someone also needs to remember to get contact fluid. Or, you know, you should wear your glasses more often. I'm hearing you should go like a day without your contacts and wear your glasses. And do that like once a week. Three times is preferred. They're saying they don't care if it's the everyday wear contacts. You should not go to sleep with them. Trying to show you your sigil. Don't even have your... Ooh, I want to put it up here. Okay. You know, this is going to be fun. Because I got no clue what stuff I say next up in the video. If you're watching this now, I've already recorded the rest of the video. And I'm just doing the sigil now. I don't remember nothing. I got a base. You got gifts. You're very gifted. You're very talented. You're very handsome is the first thing that pops up, but then also beautiful. So whichever one you subscribe to, you're very handsome, very beautiful. A wink and a smooch is being sent your way. Take that how you will. You don't have to accept winks and smooches from everybody. Oh, someone wanted to know what temperature it was where I am. 65.5 degrees Fahrenheit, baby. Oh, that's what I was trying to remember. Okay. Here you go. This is your sigil. Go ahead. Oh, let's go ahead and cleanse. So maybe someone needs to do a cleanse. I'm hearing like a detox. Maybe like a nice little bath, a self-care, a little spa day, and everything. Shower, just whatever you need to do to feel clean and refreshed and relaxed. I'm actually hearing he would prefer that you attempt to get cozy and relaxed before we go into this message. So usually when we do these sigils, I'm like, I got no clue what we're gonna do, like what these sigils are for, how to use it to ground. But in this case, we're gonna go ahead and use the sigil to center and focus and try to usher in some calm and some peace. So we're just going to take a moment and we're just going to look. We're going to take in every line, every detail, every stroke, every dot. We're going to trace them with our mind, trace them with your eyes. Maybe we'll imagine where there could have been an extra dot here, an extra stroke here. Maybe we can imagine where it doesn't need to be. We're going to take in the color. We're going to let the blue light help relax and mellow us. Let it remind us of the stream. If you're feeling and if you're willing and if you would like, my spirit animals, the otters, they like to take away trash, bad and negative thoughts and carry them out to the ocean and toss them into the volcanic vents. So if you would like, my otters would like to extend their services to you. The way that you can accept this service and take advantage of it is just in your mind, just sit and clear and allow thoughts to come through. And as they come through, the ones you want to keep, just let it play out and let it happen. The ones that you don't, the ones that you need taken far away from you, go ahead
and wrap that up. Imagine a bag coming and swirling around it. Imagine it condensing, taking such a large and imposing thing and minimizing it down to a small grocery bag of trash. You'll then imagine yourself holding that trash bag and holding it out in front of you. And as you hold it out in front of you, you'll feel little hands. You'll hear the flap of little feet, the splash of water. And then suddenly, your hands are empty. And as you look up, all you see is just sleek brown fur and a tail, and little feet just kicking away in a joyful flourish with your bag in hand. Or if it was just one bag, it's only one otter. But don't worry if you got more bags than that. We got plenty of otters around here. You watch, that otter's gonna go ahead and take that bag and swim far, 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 far out into the deep shady. And in that deep, dark shady, they dive and they dive and they dive farther than you ever thought a sea otter could. But these ones are special. And that's why they want to help you, because you're special too. They swim and swim until suddenly darkness becomes brightness. And magma and lava is where the ground is. They go and they search until they find a nice hole that somehow, even this deep under the water, flame can still be. What color's your flame? Is it blue? Is it red? Is it green? Or is it so deep and so intense that you can't even see it? Regardless, the otter's gonna go ahead and chuck your problems, chuck that badness that you gave them right into there. I even see one or two do a little dust off of their hands as they swim away. And they do this for you as much as you need to in this moment. So go ahead, and any icky, bad feeling, memory, thought, heck, even things you can't quite place, go ahead and imagine you condensing them up and tossing them up in a little trash bags and holding them out, and then being quickly snatched from your hands and the otters taking them away with giggles, clicks, and laughs, to be incinerated by the earth herself in the deepest depths, to where not even the debris of it could find you. And with the trash taken out, an inventory of what you like to keep made, you look around and realize you got a lot more space than you thought you had. There was just trash in the way. Whew. Well, for those of you who stayed for that, thank you for joining me on that. You know, that's one way to use your sigil, to go through a guided meditation type thing. Thank you, my otters, for coming through and assisting those listening. I really hope that if you wanted to, you took advantage of their offer, even if it's just for like one teeny tiny thing. Like maybe you had like a bad day in traffic and you were like, ugh, I hated that feeling. Let me just give that to the otters and remember that, like, yeah, the traffic sucked and it was bad and I want to get rid of that part of it, but you know, I want to keep the playlist was bumping and everything was good. But again, this is your sigil. Go ahead and take it in. I auto draw these, so I got no clue how or why I make these. The guided meditation was impromptu and more guided by the otters themselves. The ocean loves you. You're very handsome, very beautiful. They really want to make sure I let you know that. What do I say in this message? I'm not saying that as a bad thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. But go ahead, take in your sigil. And, you know, we already did our little thing. We can talk, we can ponder on it as much as we want. But if anything, you know more about the sigil than I do, because if this is your reading, then this is your sigil. Let's see what card you got. Pathway. Ooh. Your gifts are putting you on the pathway to something great. I'm excited to see it for you, my guy. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and toss this to pass me. Good luck with whatever they're talking about. It's probably not even that bad, honestly. I think it's something about hubris and whatnot, not letting that take you too far. And there's probably like some weird Pet Cemetery reference in there. Who's to say? Anyway, that was your sigil. Mwah. And then once the sigil is done, we're going to go into your message. This is your message. This is your reading, baby. And we're back. We'll see which one of those I use. Ooh. Someone needs to sweep. Someone needs a new broom, or you need to buy a new broom. So I'm going to go ahead and just read you guys the message that was given to me by the Monkey King. Don't settle. You're meant to rule, not be a peasant. The crown has your name on it. Put it on. So again, don't settle. You're meant to rule, not be a peasant. The crown has your name on it. Put it on. And that goes on to the hat thing. I'd forgotten what I'd written in there. So we're going to tap in a little more. We're going to go ahead and use a Trickster Tales deck, which is a Sun Wukong inspired deck. It is a deck inspired by Journey to the West. And we're going to see what message he has for you. Ooh, we have the Eight of Swords and the Devil. I'm not taking reversals. And it looks like this whole, not even this whole part of the deck. I'm not taking reversals out of this deck, but I am going to acknowledge and honor this Devil in reverse. And I'm getting this as a releasing control. Eight of Swords is about personal mental captivity. It is you being held at a standstill by fear and by things of your own creation, by things that are not actually happening, by imagined and perceived threats to just your existence, not even your happiness, just your ability to be. Because with this Eight of Swords, they're not actually stuck. Like, no sword is touching them. And in fact, this cat can just walk away if they wanted to, but they're so scared. What if one of the swords hits? What if one of the swords moves? Yeah, but what if you just walk out? What if you walk out and none of that happens? It's actually statistically higher. Chains by Fleetwood Mac is playing in my head. Ooh, Break Every Chain. Tasha Cobb's popping up in my head. Greater is coming. So maybe someone's a gospel fan. Maybe you like rhythm and blues. Chillin'. Maybe you like jazz. B-movie might be something that you just indulged in recently. But this is about releasing and letting go of that control. The crown is yours. It's been given to you. It has your name on it. This is your drink. Drink it. Why are you not allowing someone to have it? The Monkey King wants you to know that you're very smart and clever, and that anything that has been done to you. Ooh, okay. So this is going to get a little harsh, but you're very smart and clever. However, just because you properly anticipated how someone was going to hurt you and you were fully, completely right, it's not clever to not move on that information. So take that for what it is. He wants to acknowledge your intelligence. You are very sly. You are very clever. You are very smart. But the word hubris is also kind of coming up. And also with the devil imagery that was earlier, where it's chains. The devil card is about control. It's about, hey, yes, you can go do these evil things. Yes, you can abstain. You can do all of things. These are in your hand. You are holding it. Like, King of Wands.
you're very inspired, you're very smart, but also I'm seeing like there's a rashness to you that's seemingly unconventional, where I'm a quiet hothead, like a subtle hothead. Like you make hothead decisions, but you don't express them in a hothead way. So the example that I'm getting is someone being like, oh, you can't do that. And it's just someone being like, no, I am going to do this and you're not going to stop me. But like, that's all, the crash out's happening in their head. They fully mean it. They are completely down for it. And like, you're not going to stop them, but they're doing all that in their head. Out loud, they might be like, oh, okay, says you. And then moves on and then goes ahead and completes it and rushes into it. And that's for good and bad things. Take it where you fall. Take it where you fall. Can't wait for that sigil. It probably looks really cool. Someone's waiting for something. You're anticipating something. You have good hindsight. But I'm seeing the issue with that is there's no real point in you having that gift if you don't move out of the way. Like if I tell you, hey, there's a truck coming down the road in 5 minutes, and you know that in 5 minutes a truck is coming down the road, but you stay standing in the road and you get hit by the truck. Actually, let me redo that. You know a truck's coming down the road in 10 minutes, T-minus 10 minutes. Someone likes spaceships, someone likes countdowns. Maybe you like, maybe you just listen to a Billboard countdown. Maybe you like Burger King foot lettuce, number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. Maybe you like just different countdown videos. Maybe you, I think the 2016 trend is going on right now. Like, what were you doing in 2016? I mean, maybe some of you had a channel back then where you used to do countdown content of various things. Maybe some of you used to watch stuff like Planet Dolan. But the example I'm getting is, so you know that a truck is barreling down the road in 10 minutes. Someone just watched Pet Sematary, by the way. Or you want to watch Pet Sematary, or Pet Sematary is relevant to you. You watch it alone at night by yourself. Big spooky, maybe on TNT or some regular television network, or you were in a motel when you were watching it, something, or a Stephen King flick in general. Maybe you watched Cujo. But you know that truck is coming down the road. And you've told everyone else, hey guys, we should get out of the road because there's a truck coming out of the road in 10 minutes. And like a few people get off the road, but there's still some other people in the road who are like, I don't believe you. There's no way a truck's coming. How would you know that? If you stay in the road and get hit by the truck with them, just to be like, well, fine, you guys don't believe me. I want to see the look on your faces when that truck comes here and when it hits you. And the best way for me to see it is for me to stay right here. Like, the truck was coming no matter what. And their choice was their choice. Your choice was also your choice. And I'm hearing you can't really request retribution for something that you put yourself in the way of. That's for somebody. It's specifically the knowingly. It's the, you knew that there were, like, you knew that there were hungry lions in that room. You knew that today was lion feeding day, and you decide you want to walk into the lion's cage at the zoo. What happens to you happens to you. What happens to you happens to you. Like, for instance, I love our babies here. They're wonderful. They're amazing. Hunger is hunger. I be trying to chill. For instance, when they pull out them red bins, I know to stay away from the snake enclosure for at least a solid 10 hours. I know to stay away because they pull out them red bins. That means it's time to feed the snakes. And I'm not trying to be associated with that red bin. I'll tell you what. Maybe you just fed your snake, your reptile. Maybe you went to a reptile house. Maybe you just like reptiles because there are a few reptiles out here. Actually, I'm noticing. Maybe your reptile just passed. Maybe your spirit guide is a reptile. Can you believe this? Monkey Message Monday and reptiles are coming through. You got something that you're going to be grateful for in the upcoming future? Huh. Okay. Let's go ahead. I think, wow. we can't just leave them on that. That was pretty short. We're going to go ahead and we're going to pull my personal card deck. Because I'm feeling like that's the main thing. He wants you to remember that, like, having the knowledge is great and all that. But if you're cutting off your nose to spite your face, what does that do? Yeah, they're getting punished, but you just got punished for no reason. Oh, I saw a card, and if it comes out, it comes out. You got punished for no reason save for to be able to better see the faces of the jerks that are around you. That's not a good reason, because you still would have been able to see their faces after the truck left, that unless they were in the grill of the truck. Ooh. So for some of you, he wants you to, there are people that you have distanced yourself from, or that you should distance yourself from. A good sign of who these people are. I'm hearing this is someone that you yourself would identify as a lizard. Like, he's not even giving me descriptions. He's like, no, they know they're a lizard. He's like, cull the lizards, cull the lizards out of your life. You have eyes. Someone, cat's eye is significant as a way to identify. I got no clue what that is, but it's putting me in the mind of that. Cat's eye, maybe jaguar. Phoenix, right? Objection. So maybe they're a lawyer, maybe they're law adjacent, maybe they just like video games, maybe they like detective based video games like Dr. Layton. This is who you should be like avoiding. This is someone who might lean more towards, they present themselves as logical, but they actually bubble over a lot. This is also you. I'm at the halftime, playtime. Now I'm just getting started. I'm at my prime time. I'm not going to stop. Yeah, if you continue to indulge in this way, if you don't break this habit, and it could be big or large. Like, I'm using the extremes so that you better realize it, but it's not necessarily like it's, you allow things to happen that you don't need to allow to happen to you. You are a king, not a peasant. Like, your crown is right there, pick it up. Like that one, you're in your prime. Mirror, mirror, look at the mirror, look at who you are. You're better than this. So whoever this person is, and back to the person, is someone that you have chemistry with. It's someone who mirrors you. It could even potentially be like, maybe the reason that you allow some of this to happen is maybe it's some people that you believe in. I'm hearing it's people that you see potential in. Stand in your power. Yeah. It's people that you see potential in. And because of that potential, you don't want to see them get run over by the truck because you know that they are greater than that. But them choosing to stand in the way and get run over by a truck is not a reason for you to do the same. I'm sorry, I gotta do this. I gotta say it. If all your friends jumped off of a bridge, would you jump off the bridge too? You know, we all say it is the fun hypothetical, but there are some people who you jump off a bridge with or for, and you don't even like the person. You jump off the bridge with no gain. And sometimes, like, you know, being petty, you know, I'm a little petty from time to time, and it's great. But there's a place and time for everything. I'm hearing the best revenge is your paper. Was one of my favorite songs. I will mention Emergency Contact. I will stop mentioning Emergency Contact when it stops being relevant. But the line, the best vengeance is learning to enjoy again. For some of you, I'm hearing the best vengeance is literally you all following your own advice. The monkey comes through and really says following your own advice and leaning into your own intuition is great. You are birthing amazing and wonderful ideas. You are the potential. When you look around, these people are mirrors of you. When you look at that person, you're like, I don't want them to die. I don't want them to be hurt. I don't want them, because they have this potential and I see me in them. When that person is standing in front of the truck, the reason that you're stopping and going, no, we have to move, even though that person has adamantly let you know that they don't care and they want to keep standing in front of the truck, is because you see yourself. You see your potential. You
would want someone to move you from the truck. But the difference is, the vibe that I'm getting, collective, from you, the difference is that if someone came to you that you claimed as friend, even someone who wasn't a friend, someone says like, hey, if you keep standing in this road, there's a truck coming down the road in 10 minutes. So like, get out the road. You would like most likely get out the road. You might ask a few clarifying questions like, hey, how do you know that? Is Truck Coon on the way to send me out? Is this gonna become an isekai? Is that how I'm gonna get it right? Maybe someone just watched an isekai. Maybe somebody made a Truck Coon joke recently. You're a plant, you're blossoming. You see you. But at the end of the day, you wouldn't want someone to get hit with a truck for you. So why are you doing it in this situation where the person doesn't even care about your opinion? We don't take L's where we don't need to. Who this? I said who like I knew. Yeah, we got that Capricorn energy out here. We got that Pisces moon. You can see stuff. You're aware. Maybe you have like kind of a sixth sense, or maybe information just happens to find you. You're on your North Node, Sagittarius, traveling, going forth. But Sagittarius, that's also the teacher. You want to nurture, you want to protect, you want to help. Some of you are like, harsh lessons are needed. And sometimes a harsh lesson is me doing some things in front of you that change the trajectory of your life. If you know what that means, you know what that means. Chill on that. Chill on that. Chill on that. We need you here, fam. We need you here. We need you here. All the people who are going to love you and who need to see you have not met you yet. We need you here. Someone's Lilith might be in Aries, or someone might have a very significant Aries placement. Aries, remember, it's the first sign. It's the founder. Why is Billy Goat coming out? Billy Goat is Capricorn. Maybe someone is Capricorn. It's Emperor energy. Oh, yeah. Really, Sun Wukong really wants to go back to the you are an emperor, you are a ruler. And sometimes when it comes to ruling, knowing when to cut your losses is important. Because if there are other, I'm here specifically, there are going to be things that are more worth sacrificing yourself over. He's not saying that you will sacrifice yourself. In fact, he's very against that. He's like, no, there are ways. You are smart, you are sovereign, you are ruler. You have been given this crown for a reason. You are not a martyr. And if something for some reason does happen where it comes to that, it's because that is the logical option. It will not be because of hubris. It will not be because you are trying to prove yourself to someone else. It's not because you're petty and trying to get the last laugh. It is because you are embracing you and doing what you need to do. You earned your crown. Use it. Okay. He said, fine. 1, 4, 3. You're loved. You're loved. My gosh. Singing is significant across the pond. Eurovision just happened. Maybe you like music. Maybe you like boats, commerce. Maybe there's something long distance. Maybe you like foreign music. Maybe you like going to the lake and singing. Or maybe if you are of the offering type, maybe go to a lake and sing. Aquarius. See, that Aquarius was popping up. You might have North Node in Libra. You might have a Lilith in Cancer. So Liliths are, just think of Liliths as like, if you had a crux in life, if you had a thorn, if you're of the Bible variety. I remember when Peter was like, God, remove this thorn from my side. And God said, nope, you got to figure that out. You got to live with it. Maybe you like lava cake. Maybe you just had lava cake. Maybe you ordered dessert. Maybe you like Domino's. Someone just ordered corn on something. 144 on my clock. Someone just ordered corn on something. Don't know how I feel about that, especially when I said Domino's right before that. Maybe you are from across the pond, across the water. Someplace where there are pine trees. I'm hearing a lot of potted plants, but I don't see how potted plants would be like unique. That's 1010 is on this card. Maybe 10s are important to you. You've completed something. Okay. Let's get some last few messages from the Monkey King, and then we'll go ahead and just wrap this guy up and send you on your way. Faithfulness. So go ahead, trust in yourself, have faith, believe. Remember, faith happens. You don't see what it is. It's belief in the unknown, the unseen. Bingo, bango, ha, ta, ta. You've got it. You're on the money. I'm hearing specifically, you are the juice. Being told to show you guys this. That means you know what this... Oh, gosh. Stop jingling. It wants to show you his butt. I got rid of it, though. Sorry. So that's significant to you. How that's significant to you. Maybe you like podcasts. Bingo, bango, ha, ta, ta. Was it Hey Riddle Riddle, Hello from the Magic Tavern, stuff like that. Do you even care? Like, let's be honest, do you even care about the people that you are dumbing yourself down for, sacrificing yourself for, attempting to prove stuff to? Do you even care about their opinions? Like, they don't even listen to information that's logical. Pixies are relevant. Bratz pixies are relevant. Like, do you really want to listen to people who are willing to ignore when information is given to them? Like, you're willing to listen to someone who, when they were told, hey, in 10 minutes a truck is going to come down this road, and they're going to look at you the whole time and argue about how there ain't no truck coming down the road, and then get hit by the truck, do you really care about that person's opinion on how you should be going forward? Should that person really be affecting your life in such a high degree that you yourself get hit by a truck? Because you can argue with them. This is Oracle popping in. You can argue with them from the side of the road. You can, from safety, be like, you need to get your dumb tail out that road. Like, you don't got to be all up in their face and in their grill. You don't even got to talk to them. In fact, you can go to the side of the road yourself and just stare at them. Give them the look. Just be like, And then just keep looking until the truck come. You know you got 10 minutes. You got 10 minutes to kill. You got 10 minutes to spare, baby. You're just chilling. Check your little phone. Put your little timer on. You don't even got to pay attention to them at the time. You can sit, check your email, play a little game, relax, scroll through your TikTokies or something like that. Watch a little YouTube video. And then once that timer hits on 30 seconds, look your little eyes up and watch what happened. Whew. Sorry, that was me. I had to pop in on that. Because also, that's the other thing, too. Some of y'all, you like the petty part. There's nothing wrong with enjoying seeing justice played out. I will never be the person to say, why are you rejoicing in your enemy's downfall? Why wouldn't I? They're my enemy. Like, I'm not going to sit here and, throw intense, insane galas, but I'm not going to stand here and say, someone who did me immensely dirty and hurt me in deep and intense ways. If I find out their life not going the best, I ain't going to sit here and say, I sit up and I pray for them because I know what it was like when they were treating me that way. And I would have wanted someone to pray for me when they were treating me that way. So I'm going to pray for them intensely and deeply and block any karma and any negative actions that was supposed to come to them, because I'm overriding the universe, God, whoever you believe in, saying, and you shall get punishment. So that's pretty much what you're doing. Stop that. Pray for your enemies if you were called, but outside of that, once you give it to God, you've given it to God in all ways. Once you've given it to God, your deities, your guides, your ancestors, you have given it to them in all ways. And that don't just mean the call and strife and hellfire. That also means requesting blessings and prayer in their wake. Little thing. So, things we are gonna pray for our enemies. That they gain insight. That they grow. And that they have a deeper connection with themselves. Things we're not going to pray for our enemies to have. abundance, bypassing obstacles, blessings. We're also not going to pray against that. We're not going to pray against it, but we sure as hell not going to pray for it. And that's just Nuna's advice. That's just Uni's advice. That's just Cuzzo's advice. That's just Prima's advice. That's just Prima's primo advice right there. Let's see what these other cards is so we can go on and move on. That done got me geared up. My ears is getting red. I feel my blood pressure. I forgot to put my earring on. Maybe someone usually wears earrings and you've gone without them, or maybe you just didn't put them on and you noticed. Ooh. There's a phone call coming. Will you answer? That means what it means to you. And B. B is the second. Maybe you're starting over. This 13 is over here. 13, death, starting over. The word reconciliation is on the corner of my tongue, but that is not what I meant to say. That is transformation. Maybe there's reconciliation here for somebody, but I'm hearing reconciliation with compromise, and it'd be equal compromise. So any reconciliation that is yours and that is meant to have, the Monkey King wants you to know that it is going to be equal and reciprocal. Some of you are going to feel like you're getting over a little bit, but it's going to be equal and reciprocal to both parties. You will know this is the right person because of that. So there are some of you where there are some of those people that, you know, you would 5 of Swords, cut your face, cut your nose to spite your face type stuff. So there's a little bit of redemption in this pile. A little bit, you know. Split the deck on darkness, but it is what it is. Hindsight is, I'm confirming this for you. If you know, this hindsight is a gift of yours. It's some skill. It is a gift. It is a skill that you have. It shows itself in various ways. For instance, I'm seeing some of you have you're very good at critical thinking. You connect dot B to dot C, and then you realize, oh, wait, that's all the way back at dot T. We can't go to dot Z yet because we haven't addressed what happened in dot E. That type stuff. Some of you, you just get sign synchronicity, stuff like that. Others of you pull cards, you do divination, you do tarot. Some of you are super sleuths. But you're very good at piecing things together. You might like logic puzzles. Some of you like stew waffles a lot. Get you a rose quartz. Someone likes dark romance. I'm starting to close you out. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead, move these guys, and I'm going to get you your sigil. October is relevant. 3 is relevant. So March 3rd. Sorry, March 3rd might be relevant. 3/3. March 10th might be relevant. October 3rd. August 3rd. March 8th. You know, that was pretty chill. Monkey just wants you to remember who you are. The baddest. A boss. A queen. A king. A revolutionary. A leader. A ruler. We'll do a Kev card for under your sigil. Wow. I'm supposed to have this flipped over. Gift. You have a gift. You are getting gifts. You are gifted. But you have to actually wield and use your gifts. 17, that's the star. Maybe you've been seeing 17s a lot. Maybe stars are important. Storks could be a thing for you. Flight birds. Flight birds. Birds that fly. Maybe flightless birds are a thing. Maybe you took a flight and saw a bird. Anyway. I'm such a dweeb. Me and editing is going to have an amazing time. I still have to close this out. Perfect. And then here, you can just hold that. Anyway, it looks like that is what it is that the Monkey King wanted you to know. That's pretty good. I don't remember none of it, I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm coming to you guys after I draw the sigil. And I'm coming back to close and disconnect. I don't remember nothing I said. Nothing. Only thing I got it. Did I make a South Park reference? Probably not. Maybe someone like South Park, Andy Marsh specifically. Not Andy, Randy Marsh. Maybe someone, Toy Story is something you've watched recently. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and close out. I am going to go ahead and disconnect us. Thank you guys for, oh, there she is again. Thank you guys for going ahead and hanging out with me today at the tent. I really hope that you got what you came for. Really hope that Sun Wukong, that his message came and it edified you and it helped you out and maybe it revealed something. Maybe you'll come back to it in the future. Either way, the Monkey King is here for you. I'm being told to let you know that if you are of the variety, you can reach out to him on your own if you would like. If you kind of want to know how to do that, go ahead, type it in the comments. I'll reply to it. I'll be like, oh, well, this is what he wants from you and whatnot. But it's not going to be anything crazy. There's someone literally, he just wants you to play, is it DBZ Evolution? Whatever. He wants you to play some Dragon Ball game or something, or he just wants you to sit. So there's somebody, he just wants you to sit and play video games and enjoy yourself. Literally, it's a, hey, today is a national holiday. You should be having national holiday activities. You have nothing to do. Relax. So whatever that is. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to disconnect us. Okay, pendulum disconnects are so weird. So I went ahead and I disconnected us. I did feel a little weird pop, but it's a different kind of pop. It's not really a zing, it's a thump kind of feel from the pendulum. It's like when I disconnect, it's like, oh, and pendulum's done. Anyway, thank you for joining me at the tent. I look forward to seeing you guys here another day. Bye. Has anyone fed the kids lunch yet? Ugh. Guess I gotta figure that out. Anyway. Monkey Message Monday.